Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to Let's Build episode 3. Today we're going to be focusing on refreshments, specifically a tavern. Now, our townsfolk need a place to hang out, so what better than a tavern? Sort of reminiscent of the medieval days. Anyway, so as usual with most of my buildings in this town so far, I started it with building the basic house base that I talked about in episode 1. As you see, it's just the border, and once I do the border, I have to fill in the walls and the floor. So this specific design actually has a few differences. Basically, it's 2 floors and it has spots in front for windows. So I eventually settled on the dark wood for the floors of the building, and sandstone for the walls. As you see here, I'm just leaving little spots for the windows. Once I'm finished the wall, I'll put the windows in. Most of the times that I pause, I'm just looking at a picture. This tavern is actually based off of, the interior is based off of Skyrim, and the exterior is sort of based off the buildings in Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I'll get more to other buildings in this style in later episodes, because my village is basically a mix of Skyrim and Wind Waker, if you haven't noticed that already. So here I'm just adding in the windows. I experimented with different sized windows, but it didn't look quite right, so I just left it all 3x2 in the end. So now that that's done, I started on the roof. This is a quite bigger roof, and it actually had a sort of old style looking roof. I'm not sure how to describe it, but you'll see in a second once I start on the actual roof itself. So the roof was finished, but at this point in the project, I actually decided that the roof didn't look right. This was sort of an old style, small town village type roof I was going for. This roof, it took me way too long just to figure out how to design it, but I eventually got it right, and it ended up looking pretty nice. So there's what it looks like when I finished it. I had some problems trying to put the upside down stairs right on this to make it look proper, but it eventually worked out in the end, so I'm happy. I'm happy with it. So here I am just adding an overhang to the roof to make it look better. And some supports for the overhang. Of course, the tavern had to have a door. That was actually an oversight of mine, building it. Quite dumb one, too. Anyway, so I started adding the entrance sort of thing that I used on the houses in the first episode. I had to make it a little smaller to fit with the path that I already have, but that actually looked quite nice when it was done. Anyway, so basically near the end of the project, I put in a little fire in the middle just to add some nice lighting, and this is what happened. So I ended up having to manually repair all the burnt down stuff in my tavern. I tell you, it wasn't fun, but it helped me make the tavern less fire prone. There's really no good way to look at it when your house or whatever you're building gets set on fire and half of it burns down, so obviously I wasn't too happy, but it helped me learn how to fireproof things better in Minecraft. So there it is, I finished it. I put some trapdoors on the side of the windows to make it look like shutters. And so here's the interior view. I finally got the fire working. I had to make it into a square shape and not a circle shape, which is not originally what I planned, but it ended up looking nice too. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this Let's Build, then please leave a rating. And if you have any ideas for future builds, please leave a comment and I'll see what I can do.